Hi everyone.
Hi, we're standing.
We're standing, and as you can see, the figures are in display.
At least some of them. Mine are.
But anywho,
Yeah, so I don't know if we're gonna stick with this format.
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna stick with standing up, but
Standing or sitting.
yeah, I think I really like standing because my knees hurt when I sit down and I try to get
I kind of like the sitting.
Well, we can have two cameras. We can have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
One with me standing and you sitting.
Then it's gonna be me going like this the whole time. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anywho, today's topic, cell phones. Cell phones. We need a green screen. That would have been cool.
I'll buy it next time.
But anywho, what was your first cell phone?
So I got my first cell phone when I was in 6th grade.
You were in 6th grade when you got your first cell phone?
I was in 6th grade when I got my first cell phone.
What kind of hunk of baloney is that?
I didn't want a cell phone. I was one of those kids who really did not want to have a cell phone strictly because I hated carrying things in my pocket. And I just hated carrying things that were like of importance, like important value.
Gotcha.
Anyway, yeah, so I got my first cell phone when I was in 6th grade because I was going on a trip to Florida and I kind of needed one.
Right.
So my first phone was the Juke. Yeah, the one that was like this
Yeah.
big, and you flip it open and it's like a little, it was almost like a switchblade.
Okay.
I
Okay.
still have it, just not with me at the moment, but it was really small, and when you opened it up, it was about that big,
Okay.
and it had the little swivel,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so it was, like when you closed it, it was kind of like a little MP3 player. Yeah, that's my first one. What was yours?
My first cell phone was a Motorola phone, and it was a little brick phone, like that big. And I got it because my mom, she wanted to know if I got off the bus or if I was home. It was kind of just like one of those emergency phones, I guess.
You should have got Jitterbug.
Yeah.
It only had 4 buttons.
I think when I got my phone, the Jitterbug wasn't even out yet.
No, I think it came out maybe a year after I got my phone.
Yeah, because
What year did you? What age did you get your first phone?
I was in,
Or what grade?
I think I was in 2nd, 3rd grade. I grew up.
Yeah.
But
I think I know most people that I knew too always had their phone 3rd grade,
Yeah.
3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah, but like I said, it was it was a super basic phone because all they had back then was either the really old flip phones with the antenna where you had to.
Oh yeah, my mom had one of those.
Yeah, and the little brick phones like the one I had.
Okay. They weren't crazy cool phones.
No, I think when the cool phones started coming out was when I was in 5th grade. So
Yeah, right when I was
Yeah.
right when I got my first phone, the chocolate phones had already came out.
yeah,
Do you remember those?
yeah,
They came in 4 different colors.
yeah.
Black, red, white, gold. Or was it pink? I think it was pink.
Yeah, I think it was pink.
Yeah, because I remember those were Verizon's peak of phones. They were advertised everywhere, and they were
They always had the cool commercials for
yeah,
them too.
they were the high status of the iPhone. What the iPhone is now. Those were the chocolate phones.
You either needed a chocolate phone or you needed the Razr.
Yeah, or a Razr. That's right.
Those were the Samsung and Apple phones of their time.
And what used to be a huge contender back then was a BlackBerry. Do you remember Blackberries?
Gosh.
Those were the business phones. You had to have been a business person or somebody of higher
I think they still use
status.
those
Yeah,
as for
Blackberries.
yeah,
Wow.
because I know they're still around.
Yeah.
And I know they upgraded their phones to be more smartphones. But
Yeah.
I know a lot of the Blackberries still have the same look. They have the physical keyboard.
I miss the physical.
They have the physical keyboard and they have the top part, which is also touchscreen. So it's like a little bit of both, but yeah, it's still being used as a business phone. But yeah, my first phone was this little brick Motorola, and for any of the young viewers that are watching this, it was very The only things you could do were play 2 games, which were Centipede and the little break game, where it was the little ball that hits the thing, and
I like those games though.
Yeah, those are the only 2 games that came on the phone, and that was it. The most you could do is call. I mean, you could text on it, but texting back then was super.
Oh man, you had to be a pro to text, because I remember.
Well, no.
But with my Juke though, because it had like the number texting, you would have to remember how to spell things, but you could do it without looking at the screen.
Yeah, but back then the messaging app for those old phones was so bad. It was like when you text or when you press a letter and you wanted to switch it to like the next letter, because like Ty was saying, they had like the number text, so each number had like 3 letters on it, like 3 to 4 letters, and if you wanted to change the letter, you had to like double click it or triple click it to like make it
move it.
yeah, to make it go to the next letter. But when you would do that on my phone, my first phone, you had to like click it, and then it shows, and then when you wanted to, make it the 3rd letter or 4th letter, when you triple click it or like do the 4 clicks, it like glitches out the screen, so it looks like it's like all one number, because it didn't know how to process it that fast. Yeah, so it was like you kind of had to wait for it to like settle down, and it was just like.
Maybe that's why people of our generation were like quote unquote masters of texting, because we grew up in an era where you had to be really fast, and it was also very tedious too. So now that you gave them a whole screen, it's like
yeah, and I guess that was like one of the cooler parts about I guess growing up, is that you not only got to experience like having the number text, but also too you had the phones that had the keyboards on them. So like it was
it would slide up.
Yeah, so you no longer had to worry about like 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4. It was like you actually had a designated keyboard and it slid out, and it was.
And oh my god, I think that's why that's why teachers hated phones back then too, because you could hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You could.
Yeah, that was a really good impression of what it sounds like. Yeah,
you could just hear that, and I remember because I would hear all my little cousins and all my cousins that was my age.
yeah. But I remember there was some times where if you had big pockets, I know some of the girls at my school growing up, they wore boys' pants intentionally. Because they have big pockets, and too, if you have big pockets, you can, if you have like a sliding phone, or back then if you had like the Razr or just a regular phone, you could flip it open and it could be full length in your pocket, and you could just be sitting there like in class, and you get a text, you quickly slide it out of your pocket, and then you slide it back in, and then you already know where the buttons are, so you're
it's muscle memory.
Yeah, so you could be sitting there taking notes, and like you get a text, and you quickly look down, and you put it back in, and then you just text it in your pocket, and then
you slide it closed.
Yeah, or like you just keep it open or whatever. Because
shoot.
Yeah, but
I never really did that.
I used to do that.
Wow.
I did that in middle school because growing up I wasn't really that quick with technology. But
okay.
Yeah, I know 6th grade, 7th grade year, I was always like on my phone in my pocket.
Oh, I never did that. I don't think I was clever enough to do that. What I don't miss though is definitely chain mail. I don't miss chain messages anymore, because I used to get those at the like worst time. It would always be like late at night when I'm like ready to go to bed, like at like, well, maybe not ready to go to bed, but it was like 8, 9. The sun was already down, and I would get one of those scary ones where it's like it plays like the creepy music, it shows that really creepy like photo, and I had a Juke. It was only like this big, but I could make out what it is, and it was always like the girl in the well who fell down a well because she was bullied, and she'll be under your bed, or I don't remember. It was always the bully one. Oh man, I hated those. Those used to scare me.
I think chainmail was fine for me. It just how sporadic they were. So you get one, and then you send it. I mean, this is kind of showing my age, though, but I don't have the amount of friends as I used to back then, because in school you kind of make friends with as many people as you can.
It's like send it to like 10 people.
Yeah.
I had 10 people to send
Yeah, I remember getting somewhere it was like 15, 25. I even had one where it was like 50 people, and I was like, well, I know 50 people, and I sent it to everybody. And then what happens is, I guess the more people get confident with making messages that are that big, they start to like make them bigger, so it's like 50, 60 people,
and just know none of these ever worked.
Yeah, but
you never got the good luck, you never got the money, you never got the good news, the prayer one, I guess, or the lady never showed up under your bed. Like,
Yeah.
it was just
yeah, but like after a while, you'll be like laying in bed, or like you be in class or something, or you be on a walk or just on your day off, and you get a text message from like 50 people, and it's all the same thing. It's either all the same thing or it's all different ones. And I think back then, phones were really used for, I guess, just learning to be interactive without the texting. Because it was like, why don't you just ever want to text me?
And what's weird is, right now, at this very moment, I'd rather you text me than call me. But back then, when I used to have my phone for the first time, I would always be like, just call me.
Yeah, just
don't text me. It's weird.
I think for me, it's still the same. I would rather have people call me than text me.
Oh.
But then again, I have my phone on silent, so I miss all the calls, but I always end up calling them back. And it's that whole thing where it's like, well, I missed your call. If people are just like, well, if you call me, then I'm not gonna pick up. It's like, don't be like that. Just pick up the call. I'm sorry, I missed it.
So to end this before we get too over time, is I also remember that we used to have when you would call somebody, you could get a custom ring back for like people to listen to the music. I kind of miss those too. But the one that's always ingrained in my head is the stupid the orchestra one. Does anybody else remember that one? It was like the default one if you didn't get a custom. Yeah, so I definitely love that I got to grow up like seeing smartphones evolve into what they are now. And I think it's just really cool. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Currently right now my model is the Google Pixel. It's really, really crappy.
It's very
It's the newest one too. Well, the Google Pixel 6. So I went from my Juke to this, and don't get this one.
Yeah, and like I went from a tiny little brick Motorola to now having the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and
yeah, that evolved.
Yeah,
Wow,
so-
it's interesting.
and that's what we're recording all our videos on, is on my phone. It's pretty good. It's convenient. So.
Yeah, and I haven't really been an Apple user before for like phones, but I might be moving to the 14 after this because I can't live with this Pixel phone.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're pretty much the generation that grew up
with every kind
with
of
this.
phone.
Yeah, with growing up to see the evolution of the phone. So it's
We're even the generation that grew up with landline phones.
yeah, I miss my landline.
So if you don't know what a landline phone is, for anyone that's watching, it's basically
It is a phone with a cord and it goes on the wall.
or it's
You could set it anywhere.
yeah, you can set it anywhere, but it's a home phone that doesn't go anywhere. It has to stay connected into the house.
It plugs into the wall.
Yeah, and it connected to the internet, so you had to have like this whole landline system, and we grew up with that too. So
I miss those because I just missed like one more thing before we have to end this. With the landline, if you had two of them in your house, you could actually hit the receiver and you could pick up the phone and actually hear
Listen.
somebody else's phone call. I used to do that when I was little. I would always want to hear what my grandma was saying, so I would be like,
yeah, you kind of have to do it kind of quick.
yeah,
though.
you have to do it quick, otherwise the other person will hear you and just don't talk.
Yeah.
So, phones, pretty cool.
Yeah, the history of phones.
What was your first phone?
And what kind of phone do you have now? Are you happy with the phone you have?
Did you grow up in the landline era, or are you happy that you just grew up in the smartphone era?
Did you grow up with flip phones? Did you grow up with like?
What was your first phone, an iPhone?
Yeah, like let us know in the comments down below. But oh yeah, and let us know if you like the whole
Standing
and talking.
We'll keep going back and forth between
Yeah, but this is gonna be the video for today, and just to let you guys know, we are taking weekends off, so this is the Friday video, and moving forward, it's just gonna be Monday through Friday. But yeah, so there's gonna be no videos this weekend, and yeah, the weekend. So
Alright.
enjoy your weekend and have a good one.
Bye.